Why the US dollar still controls the world every day. Trillions of dollars move across the global economy. Countries trade goods. Companies buy resources. Governments borrow money. Investors move capital. And behind a huge portion of those transactions, one currency dominates: the US dollar. Even when two countries aren't the United States, they often still trade using dollars. Oil is priced in dollars. Commodities are priced in dollars. International debt is issued in dollars. So the question is simple: why does the US dollar still control the world? To understand this, we have to go back in time. After World War II, the global economy was in chaos. Europe was damaged. Asia was rebuilding. Many countries had unstable currencies. The United States was different. Its economy was strong. Its infrastructure was intact. Its financial system was stable. So, in 1944, world leaders met in Bretton Woods. They designed a new global financial system. The US dollar became the center. Currencies were linked to the dollar, and the dollar was linked to gold. This gave the dollar credibility. Countries trusted it. Central banks held it. Trade was priced in it. And even after the gold link ended in 1971, something interesting happened. The dollar didn't lose dominance. It kept growing. One reason is trust. Global finance depends on stability. Countries need a currency they believe will hold value. The US economy is large, diversified, and relatively stable. That makes the dollar attractive. Even when the United States has problems, investors still see it as safer than alternatives. This creates a strange dynamic. During global crises, money flows into dollars, not away from them. This is called the safe haven effect. When uncertainty rises, demand for dollars increases. That reinforces its dominance. Another reason is trade. Many global commodities are priced in dollars. Oil is the most important example. Most oil transactions worldwide use dollars. That means countries need dollars to buy energy, so they hold dollar reserves. This creates constant demand. Even countries that want to move away from the dollar still rely on it, because global pricing is already built around it. Another factor is financial markets. The United States has the largest and most liquid financial markets in the world. Treasury bonds are considered one of the safest assets available. Governments, banks, and investors hold them. And to buy US assets, you need dollars. So capital flows into the dollar. This strengthens its global role. Another key reason is network effects. The more people use something, the more valuable it becomes. If everyone trades in dollars, it's easier to keep using dollars. Switching becomes difficult. Imagine trying to replace the global standard. Every contract, every trade, every reserve, every system. That's incredibly hard. So the dollar stays dominant because it already is. Another reason is debt. A large portion of global debt is denominated in dollars. Countries borrow in dollars. Companies borrow in dollars. That means they must repay in dollars. So they need to earn or buy dollars. This reinforces demand, and it creates something powerful: dollar shortages during crises. When global conditions tighten, borrowers scramble for dollars. This increases demand even more. Another reason the dollar dominates is U.S. influence. The United States plays a central role in global institutions. Financial systems, payment networks, and international banking often connect through U.S. infrastructure. This makes the dollar embedded in global finance. It's not just a currency, it's part of the system itself. There's also the role of reserves. Central banks hold foreign exchange reserves. A large portion of those reserves are in dollars. This helps stabilize currencies and manage trade. Because many countries already hold dollars, they keep using them. This creates inertia. Changing reserve currency takes time, a lot of time. Some countries are trying to move away from the dollar. China promotes the yuan. Europe uses the euro. Some trade agreements use local currencies, but the shift is slow because alternatives face challenges. The euro lacks unified fiscal policy. The yuan has a capital controls. Other currencies lack liquidity, so none fully replace the dollar. Another factor is military and geopolitical influence. The United States has global reach. This reinforces confidence in its system. Stability matters for currency dominance. Countries want predictability, and the US provides that relative to many alternatives. There's also history. The dollar has been dominant for decades. Contracts, pricing systems, and institutions developed around it. Changing that foundation is difficult. It's like replacing the operating system of the global economy. Possible, but complicated. Another reason is transparency. U.S. financial markets are relatively open. Investors can move money freely. That flexibility attracts global capital. Some other currencies restrict flows. That reduces global adoption. There's also scale. The U.S. economy is one of the largest in the world. Large economies produce large financial markets. Large markets attract global investors. This creates feedback. The bigger the market, the stronger the currency. The stronger the currency, the more it's used. Another reason is convenience. Companies invoice in dollars because suppliers accept dollars. Banks lend in dollars because markets use dollars. This reduces friction, so the dollar becomes the default, even when alternatives exist. Now, does this mean the dollar will dominate forever? Not necessarily. Currency dominance can change. The British pound once dominated global trade, but over time, the dollar replaced it. That shows change is possible, but transitions take decades and require major shifts. For the dollar to lose dominance, alternatives must grow, financial markets must deepen, trust must develop, and global systems must adapt. Until then, the dollar remains central because it's trusted, because it's liquid, because it's embedded, and because switching is difficult. So, why does the US dollar still control the world? Not because of one reason, but because of history, trust, markets, trade, debt, and global systems all working together. The dollar isn't just a currency, it's the backbone of global finance. And that's why, even today, the world still runs on dollars. If you found this video helpful, consider subscribing for more content about money, economics, and how modern life is changing. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.